At Carlisle Wide Plank Floors, we take a tremendous amount of pride in our history and the 40+ years that we've been crafting these wide plank floors. Although we've added a lot of new options for our customers in terms of finish and textures and design, one of the things that's never changed is the quality of wood and the insistence we have with each of our sawyers that we use a very specific log and saw these boards from the very center of that tree. This is the core of who we are and informs everything that happens after that. At Carlisle Wide Plank Floors, we believe in a very slow craft process. Each of our steps could certainly be sped up to increase production. We actually choose to take our manufacturing in the other direction and slow it down to allow our craftsmen time to evaluate each and every inch of your boards to make sure that we're revealing the character that you want to have in your floor. That's true in our straightening process, it's true in our milling process, and it's carried through to the post-processing where we may put a texture on your floor or add a finish of your choice to the floor. Each step is a very slow, small batch step. We craft one floor at a time so that you get exactly the look that you want. One of the reasons we felt it was really important to show you our manufacturing process is that we feel it's extremely unique and is really critical in the process of making these beautiful floors. Our Slowcraft process is one that takes a tremendous amount of time and is very hard to understand if you actually don't witness it firsthand, which is one of the advantages we're going to share with you today. Although the process of crafting a floor actually starts more than a year ago in the forest, what you're going to see is the process that happens once the boards have already been dried and are ready to be turned into a floor. The first step that it goes through is actually a straightening process, which is extremely critical when you're working with boards this long and this wide in order to make your installation as easy as possible. Each board is individually straightened to make sure we maximize the width and length for your floor. The next step in the process is what we call our milling or molding process, and this is actually where we're going to choose the face of the board that's going to make the prettiest floor for you, as well as put on the tongue and groove, the stress reliefs on the bottom, and mill the face of the floor smooth. This is an extremely critical process, probably the most important process in revealing the natural beauty of the wood. And as you can see, it's going to be a very slow process, much slower than you would typically see wood production. One of the options a lot of our customers take advantage of is actually having a texture added to their floor. Over the past 40 years, we've developed textures that we feel really replicate some of the original looks that a wide plank floor had, and it can add a very nice dimension to an already beautiful wood by highlighting some of the grain and some of the natural character in the wood through using hand tools that our craftsmen use in various ways to add different textures to the wood. Today, nearly 60% of our customers will choose to have the finish put on the floor for them before we actually ship it to their home. This is a great convenience because it eliminates job site delays that can result from trying to match colors or waiting for finishes to dry. Our slow batch process is really unique in the industry today, as each of our customers will actually choose their floor off a specific sample finished for them. Their floor is then actually crafted to match that sample, both in color and finish and sheen. So each floor is actually made for each specific customer. One of the unique things at Carlisle is that we actually offer all of our floors in either a solid platform or an engineered platform. The difference compared to other manufacturers is that we use exactly the same wood to create both platforms, so the visual look in the floor after it's installed is absolutely the same. This is a real advantage for homeowners who may have areas where they want to use an engineered floor and areas where they would prefer a solid floor, but they want to create one cohesive, consistent look. By making both these platforms at the same time, one at a time, from the same exact wood, we're able to create an engineered floor that looks exactly the same as a solid floor. At Carlisle Wide Plank Floors, we really believe in a Slowcraft process. And what this means is that we set up a manufacturing system that allows us the time at each station to evaluate the character of each individual board. Instead of making our machines run faster to increase production, we actually slow them down to allow our craftsmen time to evaluate quality.